Very good evening to one and all present here. We are welcome you with heartfelt greetings. So the webinar will start shortly. It is about design thinking essentials, crafting innovative solutions for tomorrow by Sashidharan, second year BTech IT, United Institute of Technology. So this is going to be a wonderful session, eye-opening webinar for us. So let us call Mr. R. Sarvanakumar sir to give the welcome speech. Welcome, sir, please.
இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். Good evening, everyone. As the chairman of Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter, it is my pleasure to warmly welcome you all to this exciting free webinar on design thinking essentials, crafting innovative solutions for tomorrow. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to innovate and adapt to changing needs is crucial for success. Traditional problem-solving methods may not always address the complex challenges we face in the ever-evolving technology and business landscapes. This is where design thinking comes into a user-centric approach that empowers us to empathize, ideate, prototype, and test solutions effectively. Whether you are an IT professional, a business leader, or someone simply curious about innovation, design thinking can revolutionize your approach to solving problems. Today's session will provide you with valuable insights and practical skills to make you a more effective problem solver and innovator. We are privileged to have with us today Mr. Sashidharan, a second-year BTech IT student from the United Institute of Technology, who will guide us through the essentials of design thinking. Mr. Sashidharan has already demonstrated his innovative mindset through the development of OpenSpace Smart Parking System, a vehicle detection system with cloud storage and a web interface. This project has garnered appreciation from the Google Developer Group and was even presented to the Coimbatore Corporation Commissioner. Beyond his technical skills, Mr. Sashidharan is also an active NSS volunteer and a Swachh Bharat volunteer, showing his dedication to community service and social responsibility. We are confident that his insights today will be both informative and inspiring. Just a few reminders. Request all of you to please keep your microphones muted during the presentation to avoid any background noise. Please feel free to use the chat function to ask questions. We will have a dedicated Q&A session at the end. Don't forget to fill out the feedback form at the end of the webinar. Your feedback is invaluable to us and helps us improve our future events. Finally, I would like to thank all of you for taking the time away from your busy schedule to attend this webinar. Your presence today reflects a strong commitment to learning and growth, and I'm confident that you will find this webinar both enriching and impactful. So without further delay, let's dive into the world of design thinking. I now hand it over to our MOC to proceed further with speaker introduction. Thank you and enjoy the webinar.
Thank you so much, sir, for briefing us why we should attend this webinar. And you have also told about the speaker. So we are very much excited to attend this webinar. So now I will call uh, Ms. Dr. R. L. Venkatesan to introduce the chief guest. Please welcome, sir.
Good evening, every one of you. I welcome all the attendees for this special, interesting student webinar, which we does every month, fourth Wednesday. This month, we have the design thinking essentials, which is the order of the day. Mr. Sashidharan is a full stack developer with the MERN stack developer, which is the Mango, and he is a strong Google supporter. He helps to bring the Google developers student group into United College. Most of the background about the speaker is told by our chairman, so I thank chairman for it. So beyond that, he's a team worker. He looks for new idea. He applies design thinking to give a solution to any problem which he faces in the life as well as in the development. Sashidharan is a hard student, where he learns every day. I present Sashidharan to the subject of design thinking essential. You will have a enjoyable one, and please reserve your question and answer towards the end, where he will able to help you. Thank you. Enjoy the lecture. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir. So we are very much happy to know about Mr. Shashidharan, and in this engage, he got so much knowledge and research experience. So we are very much excited to know about his webinar. And now I call upon Mr. Shashidharan to take over the session. Welcome, please.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, for introducing me to this wonderful event. I thank all the members for giving this wonderful opportunity. Then, with no further delay, let's start the session. So, wait a second. I will present the PPT to this event. Is this fine, or does anyone is facing any problem?
No issues.
No
No, we
issues.
are able to see. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all doing well and ready for an insightful session. I'm thrilled to welcome you all to this wonderful webinar hosted by Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter. My name is Sashidharan Balakrishnan, and I'm currently a third year BTech IT student at United Institute of Technology. Today, we are going to dive into a topic that's becoming increasingly crucial in fast-paced, innovation-driven world: design thinking. Yeah.
Sorry, you
So,
need to be a bit louder. You're coming near the mic, going away from
okay.
the mic. So please.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, I will correct. Okay. As we all know, technology is evolving rapidly, and the challenges we are facing today are more complex than ever before. Whether you are in IT, business, or in healthcare, or any other field, the ability to solve problems creatively and effectively is the key to staying ahead. This is where design thinking comes into a play, a methodology that's transforming how we approach problem solving across industries. Over the next hour, we will explore what is design thinking is, why it's essential, how you can apply it to your work and studies, and also how we can make a project into a product for engineering students. My goal is to provide you with the practical insights that you can take away and implement, whether you are tackling a smart project or a major challenge. So, without a further ado, let's get started to this journey into design thinking. To start, let's see the context. Innovation has all been key to problem solving, but the landscape of challenges has changed. We are no longer dealing with simple and straightforward issues. Today, problems are multi-layered, interconnected, and often global in scale. Traditional problem solving methods, which tend to be linear and rigid, are often inadequate for these kind of challenges. This is where design thinking comes in. It's a methodology that prioritizes creativity, empathy, and also practical solutions. It's not just about solving problems, it's about crafting innovative solutions that are human centered and impactful. Let's take a moment to consider this. Okay, think of a product. or service that you love. For example, I take a Google Slides. Now I'm currently presenting on Google Slides. This is a for example. So this Google Slides feels like this is only made for me only. So how this Google made this application which is looks like only made for me. So the creators of that product used design thinking. They didn't just focus on technical aspects or the business goals. They focused on you, the user. So this is the essence of design thinking, understanding and addressing the needs of real people. So now that we understand the need for a new approach, let's delve into what design thinking actually is. At its core, design thinking is a human centered approach to innovation. It draws from the designer toolkit to integrate three key elements: the need of people, the possibilities of technology, and the requirements of business success. So today, we all people are taking a solution and putting it to a problem and didn't get proper users for that problem. So by creating a project, we can't able to market as this, and also we can't make entrepreneurs by using that ordinary traditional problem solving skills. So by using design thinking with the three key features, so you can easily able to create a product, and also you can easily find your perfect users who can perfectly use your product. So this is like a strategy, a methodology which will be used for a multi-purpose thing. So design thinking is a iterative process involving and understanding the user, challenging assumptions, and redefining problems to create innovative solutions. Focus on empathy, ideation, and experimentation. Empathy is about understanding the needs and experience of those you are designing for. So here for slides, though the people which created the slides, they are choosing you as a user, you a techie person who needs slides. So you are the user for them. Okay. So and ideathon involves generating a wide range of ideas, encouraging creativity and out of the box thinking. So we all Indians are only thinking inside a box, like simply say completing 12th, so we have to complete engineering. After that we have to place in a company. After that, so we are settled now and have to move further. No. So we have to think outside of the box, how to market a product, how to create a product, how to sell that product, how to acquire our users, how to create our users. So in this world there are no users for your product, but by using design thinking you can create your own users. Like Apple phones doesn't have a old users. They are created by the Apple, by that brand. So they use design thinking. This is the rigid process. It's flexible and adaptive, allowing teams to pivot and adjust as new insights emerge. This adaptability is what makes design thinking is so powerful, especially in today's fast-paced world. So to know about the design thinking, we have to consider the history. So by simply completing this history, we can know this is was created in America in 1970s, that era where the America is succeeding in all area, all fields, but they lacked in engineering things. So they studied minds of the people and get to know. So we are not creating products for the users, just we are just doing something which is not accepted by the people in the America. So they understand this core problem and created a solution. So that's called as design thinking. So with using design thinking, you can achieve so many things, and also it has applications. So here is the applications of design thinking. The beauty of this methodology is its versatility. Let's explore a few areas where design thinking is making a significant impact. Business world, design thinking is crucial in the product development and also in customer experience design. Companies use it to create products that are not just functional but also deeply engaging. They look
Mr.
at
Manivel, could you please put on mute? Mr. Manivel. He has been removed. Thank you.
okay. Say where I for they look at every aspect of the customer journey, ensuring that their offerings resonate on an emotional level. So, for example, if I am creating a doll, for example, Barbie doll, so the Barbie doll has so much of environmental impacts towards the world, but still they are making that doll with using plastic. But the users, the consumers, or children who like to dress up the Barbie, and also so they believe that Barbie is like another woman and also a friend to the consumers. So this what they get from the using of design thinking. This is one example. So in technology, UI and UX design and software developers are widely using this. Even startups like many startups are using this design thinking to create magnificent problems with solutions. Okay. So in healthcare is another field where design thinking is driving innovation. So where it's patient-centered care models, the focus is always on improving the experience and outcomes for patients. So by helping the patients to get rid of from their problems, this design thinking will help them to get rid of their problems. So this is what hospitals are using design thinking towards their patients. So in education, so we are now seeing so much of colleges are using design thinking. So in administration, so if your college wants admission, so you have to care about your stakeholders, and by using design thinking, you will get so much of admissions towards your college, and also the students who are using their design thinking to the studies and also creating a product they are achieving in the fields. So social impact, so I made a product, so that's under the social impact open space smart parking systems. So I use it design thinking, and by using design thinking I created a product which is useful for smart city people to get rid of parking facilities, improper parking facilities. Yeah, in smart cities like Araspuram, they are facing a heavy improper parking facilities. So by using my product, so they can easily get a free parking or a paid parking. But you have to know that I used design thinking in there and succeeded in there and presented that product to the Coimbatore Corporation Commissioner. So this is what design thinking will enhance you. So why we need design thinking? So I already talked to about this. The problems are complex and multi-phased problems. So it's not like a single thread. it's like a multi-thread problems. So to solve these problems, we need design thinking, and also we need to be innovative and also be creative. So this will be done by the design thinking, and also we need to improve the user's experience. Your customer is the person who will be your marketing agent, and if your product is well and good, he will market it for you free. So by using design thinking, he can do that, and also satisfaction to the customer. So that's the basic thing we need. So this all be done by the design thinking, and bridging the gap between user needs and technological possibilities. So currently we have so much of technology, so much of AI models, but we are not using that. But with using the design thinking, we can grab that AI models or whatever it is, and we can implement that to the public problems, and we can make our own product. And also by using design thinking, your company will grow into 10x speed. I'm sure this is what MNC companies are currently doing. Yeah. So by knowing this all, so we decide that design thinking has so much of power to change this world and also India. Okay. So what's the problem without using design thinking? So traditionally we are using some problem solving skills like critical thinking, and also we are giving so much of idea. So what's the difference between Indian student and American student? So currently we are, if you look at fourth year for engineering students, they are doing some projects at the last of their semester. If you take another person from any other country who is using design thinking, now he has started a own startup and got some 1 million or 10 10 million something amount as a, what to say, so he got so much of money. But here he is doing a project, but that project is not helping others. So this is the problem without using design thinking. We will create a solution and not knowing the users for it, but your solution is well and good and have a major impact in towards this world, but you are unaware of your users. This is what the design thinking, without using design thinking, you will get this problem. And linear thinking leads to limited innovation. So for example, if I take the smart parking, my product, so first of all I thought by creating a open space parking area, we will easily can solve this problem. But the problem I found that is there is no free space in the Araspuram area, and also no one is able to give you a minute space. So then I struggle to give a idea. Then I get to know about the design thinking and easily solve that problem by using design thinking. So without using design thinking, I'm sure your project will failure. So why you are saying like this? If someone will ask this question to me, because you know your problem and solution will solve a public problem, not a user's problem. Then you will not get anything from the public or your users. So your project will automatically fail. So this is the problem, one of the problem. And also uses of resources. You will get to know about limited resources by without using the design thinking. And when you are started to travel to solve your problem, you will get to know, oh no, I forgot to add this resources to my product, so I have to add. So you will justly like train, you will easily dislocate. So this is the one of the problem. And poor user adoption and satisfaction, these are all the problems without using design thinking. So how we can implement design thinking? So here is the good question. So we have to know culture of innovation. First and foremost, it's essential to create a culture of innovation within your team. This involves fostering an environment where creativity is encouraged and experimentation is supported. It's about giving your team the freedom to explore new ideas and approaches without the fear of failure. Training and tools. Next, ensure that your team is trained in design thinking methodologies. Provide them with the tools and technologies necessary to succeed, whether it's brainstorming technologies or prototyping tools or user research methods. Encourage your teams cross-disciplinary collaboration. Design thinking thrives on diversity of thoughts, so bringing together people with different backgrounds, skills, and perspectives, this cross pollination of ideas will lead to richer and more innovative solutions. Finally, remember that design thinking is not a one time process, it's a cycle of continuous iteration. Solution should be reversed and refined based on user feedback and challenging needs. This mindset of continual improvement is what keeps design thinking dynamic and effective. So let's walk towards the design thinking process more in detail. So in design thinking, there are 5 stages: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. So the first stage is empathize. This involves understanding the user's needs through observation, interaction, and engagements. It's about putting yourself in the user's shoes to gain insights into their experience and challenges. So let's take a case study here. So I done another project. It's a POC. I'm currently working on it. So ClickCom. So which is mobile applications for tourists to find near restrooms for them. So first, uh, I I become a tourist. So then I spoke with another tourist in the Mardamalai. So then I found that so they are searching for restrooms, and also they need a proper and not improper restrooms. So they are the users for me. So I switched into them and thought like why they need a restroom, and can't they find their own restroom with the use of Google Maps? Why they can't did that? So then I spoke up with another people with various temples and also in tourist places, and finally I found my users, who they are and what they need and why they need. So that will be the second stage, defining your problem. So by speaking with your users, you will get to know what their root problem you have to solve first of all. So this root problem will be the solution, and you have to convert that minimum valuable product. So the minimum valuable product MVP will be derived from your user's root problem. So this will be done by the second stage. So in the third stage, you have to give a solution first of all, because you have to find which solution is easily able to solve the root problem of your users. So in this stage, you are allowed to generate vast ideas and exploring various possibilities before narrowing down to the most promising solutions. This is where creativity shines. So this is where the place you will think out of the box. The problem with our students is creating a solution, then they're finding the problem. So here, defining your root problem and creating so much of solutions, you can easily choose anything which is solved by you, and also that solution will easily able to solve the public's root problem. So here the creativity grows. So after this session, after this ideate, you have to create a prototype. Here, your idea, your proof of concept will get to born as a prototype. You now have a solution and also have a prototype to showcase that I have a problem and I made a solution and I created a path to solve that problem, and here is my prototype. This is my MVP. Amazing, right? Yeah. With using design thinking, you can create a prototype. So this is the fourth stage. By taking the so much of ideas from your teams, you will create a prototype. Here you need another members like IT or business or any other technical or non-technical impact towards this area. Here you will be the product owner, you will be the company's owner, and you will create jobs for the employees. So you are now a owner for your product. So after that, you have to test that product. How I can test that product? If you ask me that question, so by simply giving it to our users, and we are going to start from here, empathize. So you are all confused right now. Why are you turning into first phase? I already told you this is not a one-time process. This is an iterative process. Here, after testing your product, you have to test your product with your actual users and get to know your solution is easily can able to solve the root problem. And you have to also to get the users feedback, and by getting the feedback you have to create another problem. You have to define another problem, root problem, which your users are facing because of your product. So here you have to think which root problem is creating. For me, let me take my problem. So I created I already said ClickCom. So I created a mobile application. That's a proof of concept. I didn't create. So that's the idea. So and I shared that to the EDI hackathon, and they asked me a question. So for example, if I have a mobile phone how can I get the perfect location? This is more like I stuck in there. I didn't expect that question from them. And also another person asked me a question. So how did you get this perfect accurate location by using Google Maps or government data? I said Google Maps, and he asked me that if you are using Google Maps, then why can't I use Google Maps? I said false data will be provided by Google Maps. Then he asked, with using your product, I can also create a false data, false information by creating multiple accounts. Since it's a mobile application, that's also a problem. So again, I came back to this empathize field. There, I took all the suggestions from them, and then I listed out which is the most priorities problem I have to solve. First of all, I have to solve whether they are having a mobile phone or a smartphone or a button phone. I have to give the perfect location. So that's the main problem I have. So that will be the second phase. So here, by defining, I have to give a mobile number just like gas stations. Here, for in India, we can easily dial some number and call gas to book a cylinder for us. So like that, if you dial some like 1996 like this number, you will get nearby available restrooms, and also that restrooms will be takeover by my company, and there will be no false data. So here I defined my problem, and here I gave the solution. So by creating a mobile number, a public mobile number where you can call and also get the perfect location of available restrooms. So after that, after saying the idea, so now we have to create a prototype. So there I will work with my team and encourages them to create a product and also the solution which will be solved by my team. So after testing that, I will go into the first phase and check what's the problem with the solution, and define that these are the problems, these are the solutions I have to give. So this will be like infinity. So someone will ask, is this a one time cycle process? No, it's a continuous cycle process. And the thing is, the concept of iteration is crucial in design thinking. Once you have gone through the stages of empathize, design, define, ideate, prototype, and test, you don't just stop there. The feedback you gave, gather from the testing leads you back to the earlier stage. I already told that to you, where you can refine your understanding, redefine the problem, generate new ideas, or improve your prototype, where you can transfer whatever you want. So if someone says your product is well and good, but I can't able to use since I'm blind, so what will you do? Is the product is only made for the normal people? So you have to think how blind people can access my product, and also how they can solve their root problem by using my product. So this is the key thing. By using design thinking, we can achieve this. So this iterative process is what drives continuous innovations and improvement. So here you will get to know so much of resources. Whatever the available resources that you are having, you will try all those resources and get to know this resources is very useful for me, and this is open sourced, and I will make some money by using this. So these are the things, and you will get so much of knowledge, and you will be the smart person, and you will look something different. Like, so you will be the different from others. If I'm an IT person, for if I'm using design thinking in my product, I will be different. So if you are a business strategist or any company CEO or CSO, your company will be different because you are using design thinking. Your users will like your product, and they will market you your product. So a great examples of continuous improvement mindset can be seen in how companies like Tesla approach product development. They frequently update their vehicles with over-the-air software updates. You see, in Tesla, we have a software updates which will solve the particular user's problem. For example, if I'm facing a issue to drive the car, so then the update we have to give a feedback to the Tesla company, and then the Tesla company will solve the problem by giving you an update. So they are not ready to lose a user. So this is what you have to do. And also the easy example for you is ChatGPT. So first of all, we don't know what is ChatGPT for, and then after getting some idea about ChatGPT, we used, and also we gave some feedbacks to the ChatGPT. What is this? This idea is not sufficient for me. This question is not correct. This answer is not correct for my question. This question is not correct for my answer. So by giving those feedbacks, the ChatGPT OpenAI company fine-tuned their model, and they marketized towards this world. So now the company have so much of stocks, and also they are a leading company. And also another company which I have to share is Perplexity AI. So we all know Perplexity AI. If someone didn't know, it's like ChatGPT, which has current information by using Wikipedia. Sounds like fun, like, yeah. So in ChatGPT, the problem is ChatGPT only has three months before data. Or if you pay the premium, you will get the 3 months before data. If you didn't pay the premium, you will get only about the September 2022. Currently, I know September 2022 data only. So, an IIT Madras student created an AI model like ChatGPT, which integrates Wikipedia, then, and he made that for free. By using that, you can get simply 1 month of data without paying the premium amount. So now the company like Nvidia invested 1 million or 1 billion, I think 1 million to that company, and so much of company like to buy that company's share. So he used design thinking and found the problem with techie persons, and solved that problem using design thinking, and gave us a prototype and tested it frequently, and got to know the main problem, and finally he gave a wonderful product. Now the Google Gemini is struggled a lot. You know about Palm. So the Palm is like just like Perplexity AI, but that doesn't have a much more ability like ChatGPT or Perplexity. That product didn't survive for a year. That product is the only product which Google faced a lot of error. Even Google developers didn't have much above knowledge how to solve this problem, and they hired some people and they created another product that's now we are using Gemini. So they get to know what's the problem with the users, and they solve that problem, and they are now competing with ChatGPT and Perplexity AI. So this is, and also so much of AI models came by using design thinking. As a techie guy, this is an example for design thinking. So the iterative nature of design thinking ensures that you are always moving closer to the best possible solution, adapting to changes and continuously improving. This is the mindset of ongoing refinement is what sets successful innovators apart from the rest. Okay, so now we finished all the slides, and we have to know how to learn. I have interested to get to know about design thinking, and didn't have much about knowledge to find perfect courses or perfect videos for design thinking. Don't worry, I got you. I have a wonderful website where I can share that to you guys. Once again, I will share it. Yeah. Am I getting multi-screen? Okay. Is this okay or not? Someone.
No, we are getting multiple
No,
windows.
it's multiple windows.
Yeah, that's. I want that. Sir. Okay. It's- Does anyone?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay. Sir. So this is like this is the course IBM is providing you free design thinking courses for free. So here they have a multiple badges. So where you can search for design thinking practitioner or design thinking co-creator and design thinking coach and advocate. So there are several courses. By using design thinking, you can also use AI with design thinking. So here is the courses, and I will also share you the link of the course where you can learn. And also, this is very easy to learn. And here you will get a badge after finishing your certification. This is like a 5 minutes video. For each slides, only having 5 minutes video. So you can get to know about this and share this. And also you have to create a account. So where I created a account by using my college's ID. You have to have a education ID if you want free. So here I used my college ID and logged in. So you can also try this design thinking courses where you can simply easily can able to use design thinking. So, and also I have another yes, some- yeah. So the first is IBM course. Second is like interactive interaction design foundation. So this is like a community where they can use design thinking to solve public problems. So you can join this community. So get to know about furthermore about design thinking process. And this community is well and good for me. I use.
Sashidhar, you have to running time off. Do it fast.
Shashidharan,
Sashidhar,
shall we
what
move
happened?
on to the
What happened? Sashidhar, what happened?
Shashidharan? I think we can move on to the question and answers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forgot to on my mic, sir. Okay, sir. So, as we come to the close of this insightful session, I would like to my thanks to the Coimbatore chapters, Dr. Sarunan sir, giving this wonderful opportunity to present my topic to this event, and also I thank Mr. Girisan sir for event coordination, and also Dr. Venkatesan sir for motivating me to what to say. Yeah, he is the only person who motivates to become a person. Okay, sir. Then here comes the Q&A. Become a Sashidharan. So you have to be more curious. If you want me like me, you have to be more curious and also be social responsible. By doing these two things, you can become like me. And how future prove ourselves job or business as a computer student? Nice question. For this question, to future proof yourself in the rapidly evolving field of computer science, focus on continuous learning, stay updated with the latest technologies like AI and machine learning and also blockchains. So you have to also improve your design thinking skills and problem solving skills. With doing this all the things, you can become a future proof. How will you enrich your audience by your vision during an open auditorium? So, for this question, during an open auditorium, I will share insights how to emerging technologies can be leveraged to solve real world problems. I will discuss the importance of continuous learning, adaptability, and also ethical consideration in technology. I will share my experience towards them, and also share the perfect need for their problem. So, what are the upcoming trends used to craft tomorrow? So, the upcoming trends are AI. Now, AI is booming everywhere, and also the semiconductor field. Now, that's growing in India, and blockchain comes. Cybersecurity is a field where we can expect a growth in there, and also in IoT. So these technologies will be boon to all the field. Sorry, purpose and benefits to work as crafting innovation solutions through computer. Okay, working on innovative solutions towards the computer allows us to solve the complex problems and also create new opportunities in various fields. Whether you are in IT field, you can also work in the medical field. So the by using computers, you can also able to solve much more problems, not in the IT field but also in so much of other fields, and that will pay you high. What shall be the role of AI in crafting innovative solutions for tomorrow? So AI will play a crucial role in crafting innovative solutions by automating routine tasks and enabling data driven decisions, and also it will also solve the problem. So who is your inspiration? So my inspiration is Sam Altman, the founder of ChatGPT. He's the one who gave me life to me. I'm a rocky person to the IT field. By using ChatGPT, I get to know about new things. He is my inspiration. Yeah. How do we ensure that we are truly understanding the user needs and experience? So to truly understand users' needs and experience, we should engage in active listening. So I already told about empathize. and conduct user research that will help you and also gather feedback. Your feedbacks, their feedbacks will help you to solve much more problems. So empathy is the key, putting ourselves in the user's shoes to grab their talent as well. What are the strategies we employ to encourage? To encourage creativity, create an open and inclusive environment. So, like you have to have a free environment where you have to work on your own way, basically, not by forced one. So, where you can easily get so much of ideas and also so much of experience. So that will generate you a wide range of ideas and also take one technology and get to know about the technology and master that. Whether by getting know about the technology, you can able to get so much of ideas. What strategies, what techniques can you use gain to deep user pain points? So to gain deeper insights, use techniques like user journey mapping to visualize the user's experience and also in-depth interviews needed for them and analyze users behavior data by observing users in their environment and employing empathy exercise also can help uncover hidden pain points. Your user is having so much of pain points and you have to have a psychological techniques which will help them to share their thoughts. So these are all the questions. Is there
Thank you.
any question, further more questions, or shall we wind up? Or sir?
I don't think there are any more questions, Sridhar.
Yes, sir.
So now,
If somebody wanted to ask question, they can ask Sashi. Maybe you can wait for 1 minute if somebody has a question.
sure, sir.
Otherwise, we can wind up. If anyone has a question, otherwise we can ask the speaker to wind up. Over to MC desk.
It was a very informative and good presentation session by Mr. Sridharan, and now we call upon Dr. Girisan to present the vote of thanks.
Thank you, and good evening to one and all present here in this virtual gathering. I take this opportunity to thank the resource person, Mr. Sasidharan, who is a second BTech IT student from United Institute of Technology. Sasidhar, you have done a wonderful job of delivering what the nuances of design thinking, in which will be helpful for our students, and particularly for the students who are willing to have a startup. So these days we are talking about design thinking, and you have said about how design thinking has helped America in the field of engineering, and also you have elaborated on the various phases of design thinking which can be used to solve any kind of problem in real world things. So thanks for your information. We have participated enthusiastically during this past 1 hour, and I also thank the chairman, the vice chairman, the organizer, Mr. Durvesh from our office, and for all the people who have worked behind in making this event a grand successful. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you, Dr. Girisan, for the vote of thanks. And now we will be posting the feedback form, the link for the feedback on the chat. It will be open for some time, and the link will be open for the next 1 hour. You can either scan the QR code which is on your screen, or you can use the link which will be posted on the chat box. Thank you so much.
Before we wind up, a small sort of announcement. I mean, stay tuned with us, because we are going to have sessions every fortnight, second Wednesday and fourth Wednesday evening 6:30 p.m. webinars. So second Wednesday by subject matter experts, either from academia or from industry, and fourth Wednesday by enthusiastic, passionate students like our speaker today, who are passionate about sharing knowledge with others. So please stay tuned and join us for the next session as well. Thank you and good night.